Good day everyone, I am Pauline Baloro and today we're going to discuss one of the most famous larong Pinoy, which is the Langit Lupa. As I've mentioned a while ago, this is one of the most popular traditional Filipino game as it is played by Filipino children up until this day. So the name is coined from the two Filipino words langit, which means heaven, and lupa, which literally means earth or simply the ground level. When it comes to the origin of this game, no one could identify who invented the chant and the game itself. All we know is that this is handed down from our ancestors to the parents and until today's generation. Langit Lupa has two main objectives. First is don't get tagged by the taya or the it. And lastly, the players must get on higher ground or what we refer to as the langit so that the taya or the it will spare them.
Good day everyone, I'm J. Dinar Igalaura and I will be discussing the number of players. In playing Langit Lupa, the number of players that can participate in this game is 3 and above. Court layout and materials needed. In playing this game, Langit Lupa, no court layout is used. Rather, it can be played in any terrain like streets, open court, or a big open space. As long as there is an elevated area to serve as langit, then it can be played anywhere. Also, there is no materials needed for this game.
Good day, I am Angeli Patriarca and I will report about the Langit Lupa rules. Let's begin. Langit Lupa, or Heaven and Hell, as what they call in English, is one of the games played by the Filipino children outdoors. The game describes Lupa, or Hell, as a zone that is unsafe to stay for the players, and Langit, or Heaven, as an area where the player cannot be tagged. In order to play the game smoothly and without any ruckus, a set of rules must be employed and followed. Rule number 1. The group shall choose who will be the taya or the it. This can be done either by playing a mini-game called Jack and Poy or Hompiang or Ompiang or the Sudden Death. Jack and Poy, the Filipino version of paper, scissor, or stone. Meanwhile, Hompiang is played by having every player stack their hands at the center. The players will then chant, Hompiang di makolob di mahayang, and after it, they will either orient their hand facing up or down. The number of players with the less number of hands forming the same aspect or orientation of the hand will repeat the game until one player forms a different aspect from the others and will be considered as the it. After determining the it, the players will run to an elevated area which is considered as the langit or heaven. Rule number 3. The it will then chant the following. The Filipino version, Langit, lupa, impyerno, impyerno, saksak, puso, tulo ang dugo, patay, buhay, umalis ka na diyan. And the loose English version, or heaven, earth, hell, 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 stab the heart, out comes the blood, dead, alive, and out you go. Next, rule number 4. After the it sang the chant, the players need to move to another elevated area before they get caught by the it or the taya. Staying on the ground or the lupa gives the it the right to tag the player, while those who already successfully transferred to another elevated area are immune to the tag of the it. The last rule, rule number 5, the process repeats until the group decides to refresh the game or to start a new game that will consider or pick a different taya.
Now we're going to proceed to the Langit Lupa values. The following are the good benefits of playing Langit Lupa. One of the best ways to spend leisure time of the early childhood generation here in the Philippines. Back then, Filipinos used to improvise creative games without the usage of technology. like this one. This game will surely burn lots of our body's fats since we need to use a huge amount of our energy while running and chasing each other throughout the ground field. Keeps our body in a good shape, for the reason that while we are playing this game, we are also exercising our body to engage with our childhood friends. Like me, during my childhood days, I used to play with my childhood friends from sunrise until sunset to practice our critical, strategical, and analytical thinking skills. To practice sportsmanship. Yes, your patience will really be tested while playing Langit Lupa because there will be a lot of chances that you will lose the game, especially if you get tagged by the so-called it a lot of the times. To boost one's self-confidence through socializing and interacting with the mass people. Langit Lupa is a good way to practice your self-confidence because you need to socialize and interact with the others involved in the game to win. On the other hand, if you are the it of the game, you need to think of strategies on how to tag the other members of the game. Without a doubt, you are slowly boosting your self-confidence for the reason that you are doing this by yourself. To earn a lifetime friendship from those childhood playmates. You will really treasure those memories with your childhood playmates. And since you had a lot of fun doing activities like playing Langit Lupa, you might be able to achieve a lifetime friendship with them. Who knows? Maybe up till now, you are still friends with your childhood playmates. And the most important thing of all is to enjoy your childhood. For me, I can really say that I enjoyed myself during childhood times while playing outdoor games such as Langit Lupa. And I can say that I'm very lucky to be able to play the game with my playmates back then while having fun throughout the game.
Langit Lupa, translated as Heaven and Earth, is a game where the it chases other players to get the new it. Players are allowed to run on the ground and climb on objects. Mechanics of the game. Before the game started, they need to determine who is going to be the it through chant.
Langit, lupa, impyerno, impyerno, saksak, puso, ulo ang dugo, patay, buhay, umalis ka na ganyan.
The player left and never gets pointed to get out is the it. The it can only tag players who are on the ground and not those who are on higher objects. If the it was able to tag them while on the ground, then the tag player will go to replace the position of the it. Each player within the ground must run as fast as they can and find a climber to save themselves from being the next it. To avoid overstaying on higher objects and give the it a chance to tag players, the it can do a counting on players who are on the higher objects, usually counting from 1 to 5.
1,